In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 major things to avoid and the biggest mistakes people make when using the law of attraction. Now, I personally use law of attraction to help me work with some of the most successful athletes and business leaders in the world to attract them as my clients. I've used it to create a multiple 7-figure business. I've used it to attract teammates into my life, my soulmate, and many, many other areas. So this stuff is really, really powerful. We just have to make sure that we're not making these 5 mistakes. So mistake number 1 is lack of clarity. Look, you cannot hit a target that you cannot see. So many people are starting and stopping, and they have shiny object syndrome, and they never actually focus on one thing at a time to where they have that clarity. So whatever you want to attract in your life, make sure you have a clear idea of exactly what it is, and the clearer you are, the faster it will manifest into your life. Mistake number 2 is having too many targets. So one thing that people have is a lack of what the actual target is, and then some people have too many different targets. Look, you remember that game Whack-A-Mole we used to play when we were kids, where the little mole would pop up and we hit it on the head? Well, so many people have so many different of these targets they're trying to hit. It's like playing the game Whack-A-Mole with like 50 different moles. Well, if you have all these little things popping up and you're trying to hit them, you're gonna have a very low score at the end of the game. And it's the same thing when it comes to the law of attraction and manifesting what we want in our lives. If you're trying to be a stock trader and a real estate agent and a insurance agent and a YouTuber and a this and a that, it's gonna be very, very difficult to do that. Here's the other thing. I want you to think about the energy of the sun, right? When the sun is out, if it's on a hot day, it could possibly burn your skin, right? If you stay out there too long. But when we harness the energy of the sun by using a magnifying glass, we can literally start a fire. Same energy source, it's just that it's a focused energy source. So it's the same thing in your life and your manifestations. Get all the minutia, clear it all out, and get hyper focused on 1 or 2 things that you really want to create in your life. Mistake number 3 is just inconsistency with meditations, affirmations, incantations, doing these visualization processes. And so look, if you want to manifest things in your life, it takes consistency. Just like if you wanted to build an amazing body and you're not in great shape, it's gonna take time for you to build that body. So be consistent, just like you are. You brush your teeth every day, hopefully. You shower every day, hopefully. You eat every day, hopefully. Well, make this a part of your process, just a part of your routine. And when you do this long enough, you will start to attract and create the life that you want. Mistake number 4 is over-obsessing and not letting go. Look, this is probably the most common one, and I know I've allowed myself to get sucked into obsessing over things. And at some point, you have to just let things go and let the universe bring to you what it's gonna bring to you. And by over-obsessing, right? Think about it in the context of dating. If you met a guy or a girl and they were just obsessing over you, constantly, calling you and texting you, and you could just feel that needy energy, what would happen? Would that actually attract you to them, or would that repel them from you? You would be repelled. So it's the same thing with our goals and our dreams. If we have that needy energy, that obsessive energy, that desperate energy, you're gonna actually push those things away. So when you're doing your visualizations, your affirmations, all these different things, you do it, you set it, and let it go. And then you go on about your day. And then when you feel that urge to, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do a quick little visualization. I'm just gonna kind of tune in with myself. You do it, and then you let it go. And by letting it go, just like again in a dating scenario, when that person kind of gives you your space, it makes you want them more. So stop over-obsessing and start letting things go. And mistake number 5 is not releasing your subconscious limiting belief. Here's the thing, guys. Your limiting beliefs are creating your reality. There's so many opportunities that are out there, but if you have beliefs or fears that don't allow you to pursue them or to see them or to attract them into your life, it doesn't matter how many affirmations you do or incantations or visualizations. If you have that block, it will not manifest into your reality. So think of it like this, right? Let's imagine this is your view of the world. It's through this lens, right? Just like a camera, okay? Well, through this view, I can see what I can see here. This is what I'm used to. This is what I believe I can see. Now, as we remove limitations, we actually open up that aperture on that camera. And then we open up more and more and more. And then eventually you start seeing all these opportunities that were always there, you just couldn't see them through your limited filter. Let me give you another example. Here's the thing with limiting beliefs as well. Then we want to manifest something really, really bad, right? We're trying to will it into existence. But again, we have these limiting beliefs that are like a governor in our mind. So think of it just like a governor in your car. You have a car that has the ability to go 200 miles per hour, but when the factory sold it to you, they put a governor and stop it at 95. Well, once you hit 95, I don't care how much harder you press the gas, I don't care how bad you wish it, you will it, you manifest, the car will not go any faster. So the fastest way to get the car to go faster isn't to try to will it into existence and try to manifest into existence, just literally get the governor removed. And when you remove the governor, what you will discover is that you can actually go faster with less effort. It's the same thing with our limiting beliefs. When you remove those governors from your mind, you can create more success faster with less effort than you're putting in now. So make sure you're doing processes like self-reflection, self-hypnosis, working with somebody like myself, somebody who knows how to go in there and remove those limiting beliefs. And when you do, you will actually start to manifest and attract things very, very quickly, quicker than you ever have before. So let's quickly recap these 5 mistakes to avoid. Number 1, lack of clarity. Get clarity on what it is you want. Find out, sit down, and this doesn't have to be done in one sitting. Maybe this takes you a week to really refine exactly what you want in your life. And once you get that clarity, step number 2 is making sure that you don't have too many targets, okay? Focus on one thing at a time. The most important things that, hey, when I create this in my life, this will actually impact every other aspect of my life. So again, stop trying to hit 100 different whack-a-moles and focus on 1, 2, or 3 things that you can hit on the head over and over again. Number 3 is being inconsistent. So be consistent. Again, make it a part of your routine. Maybe while you're brushing your teeth, you do your visualization, or when you're in the shower, you do your meditation. Make it a part of something you're already doing. That way it becomes a permanent result. And the more consistent you are, the faster it will happen. Number 4 is over-obsessing. Again, you gotta just think about it, set it, and then let it go. Think about it, set it, and let it go. And the more you can do that, just again, detach from the outcome, the faster it'll come in. And then number 5, as I mentioned, remove the limitations from your mind. The hardest thing to do is to go through life with this giant backpack on filled with these heavy boulders, okay? If you're on a 100-mile hike through the desert and you have a giant backpack filled with these boulders, it's gonna take you longer to get there than if you just let go of the backpack. Well, that backpack represents all of our past failures, our traumas, our rejections, all of our limitations, everything that we subconsciously hold on to. So guys, if you're somebody who wants to fast track your results, you're a business owner, you're a sales professional like Dom, I wanna make more money, I wanna have more success, and I wanna do it without working harder. I wanna do it while still having freedom. The fastest way to get you there is by programming your subconscious mind, removing those limitations using hypnosis. So if that's you, there's gonna be a link down in the description to book a free assessment with one of my certified hypnotherapists. We're actually going to take you through a diagnostic process to figure out what are those limiting beliefs, what are those governors in your mind that are holding you back from creating that massive success. So again, business owners, salespeople who want faster, the most effective results, click the link in the description and book your free assessment now. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video.